We're on. Look at us. We did it.
Here we are.
Live from my kitchen with my dad.
I've never been in a big time recording studio like this, but boy, this is quite impressive.
Thanks, Dad.
There we go.
Cool. Welcome to happy hour this week. Welcome to my happy hour, Dad.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Oh, look, I brought a guitar.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah, it just happened.
So this is like the Father's Day belated edition of happy hour. We had dinner on Father's Day, and my dad asked if he could play a song on my show, and I was like, well, why don't you just be my special guest? So we're going to share the show today and just,
I'm special.
You're special. So let's talk about the cocktail of the day.
It's funny you should mention that. Okay, back in the day, I was a bartender as a 37-year-old freshman at the University of Utah, and a couple of guys from Connecticut brought us something no one had ever tried before. It's called the Mind Eraser. And the key about the Mind Eraser, okay, it's sort of like a Black Russian with soda water, okay? You got soda water here?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The thing is, it's in layers. It's neither shaken nor stirred, okay? So you put a little ice in the glass, pour in Kahlua, put the vodka in, Kahlua sinks to the bottom, put the soda on top. And so then, the key is having a large diameter straw, okay,
critical,
with which to
in Buffalo Bill's colors.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, by the way, which to suck the nectar from the bottom of the glass all the way up. But the key is you cannot stop. You have to. Once you start, you are committed. So what happens is you're sucking up Kahlua, very sweet and all that. Then vodka, which it could be. You could substitute lighter fluid if you really needed to. Okay, but I don't recommend it, but you could. And then the soda comes through last and cleanses the palate. And thus, the Mind Eraser. And what happens is about 5 minutes later, you can't remember having had one. So there you go. Oh, and then it's time for another. So,
well, shall we get started?
Okay.
Should we make some? So we have some cups. We have some ice.
We have glass. We have ice. We have
ice, right?
Ice, yes. We don't put ice in there. Not that much ice. That's good.
This is good?
Yeah, that's good.
Like a couple.
That'll get it pretty.
That's a lot of ice.
It'll get it pretty cold.
Okay. All right.
As you say, don't shake, don't stir.
Okay, so I'm using. Well, we have Kahlua first, right?
Yeah, you want to, because you're going to go through a few of these, so you want to be gentle with the proportions.
We'll use the small side.
Yeah, we'll use the small side of the Kahlua first. Okay, let's measure.
Well, I don't want one of us to be drunker than the other, so let's make it even.
Well, we have to adjust for body weight. So.
All right.
Okay, so you have to double mine.
Great. And you get the big size.
No.
I got Kahlua on your notes.
Oh, it's precious material. Okay, so you'll see Kahlua.
Step one.
Step one.
I'm going to put the lid on because I can just foresee disasters happening later.
Oh, they can happen.
And today we're using Utah's own Five Wives vodka. I try to
support the local economy.
I'm dripping Kahlua on my leg. It's fine.
All right. Well, the dog will get that
later. Patty.
There you go.
Boop. It was on sale today, which is why I bought it.
So equal proportion of vodka or lighter fluid, depending on your beverage of choice.
Oh my gosh. Okay. How do I just pour it? Will it float?
Just pour it. Yeah, it'll float on top because be careful.
That was not it.
I mixed it up a little bit. So. It's better if you have kind of crushed ice because that helps keep the layers separate.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Try to pour it onto an ice cube there, okay?
That was way better.
Mine's better, okay. Then a soda cap, okay? So then you could probably use the large. Be careful there because soda explodes. Huh? Oh, there you go. You're an experienced. Are you a bartender by any chance?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I hear you're a good bartender.
I'm just okay. As they say.
Back when I was a bartender, I used to remember people's names. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that worked.
See? I was doing so great.
Yeah. It's the altitude.
Patience.
If
I
not,
now your notes are way ruined. Okay.
Might be
I might need a towel.
Might be the latitude.
Well. Okay, so
it is the Father's Day thing, so we gotta have dad jokes. So
for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna float that down the side.
No, you want float it. It's gonna be on top. I think you seem
to be getting. Mine's terrible, but
yours doesn't
yours
seem
is gonna be
layered
good.
as much. So. All right, crushed ice. If you break the ice,
What did we
up,
learn?
Okay.
We learned patience and we learned crushed ice. Okay.
All right.
It's not as good as when you do
Probably
it.
right.
It's probably right.
Okay. So then,
It's not that great.
don't stir.
Don't stir.
Okay, we
It's
get the
important not
straw
to stir.
here. Put the straw all the way to the bottom,
Happy Father's Day. Cheers.
Okay.
Welcome to my show.
and then you have to drink the whole thing. Can't stop. Okay, so it's good to exhale first. Okay. Here, I'll look over the Instagram for you here. So we'll get
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that worked.
It did work. It was
I felt-
definitely like
I felt the layers.
I did. It was like,
Yeah. You want to be tasting the
Sweet.
sweet Kahlua,
and then it was cold, and then it was bubbly at the
cleansing your
end.
palate.
Well, we're gonna wait 5 minutes before the second one.
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Maybe you can make the second one while I play a song or something.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna get a towel because I
We
spilled
don't have
all
to
over.
subject all of our viewers to the
I have a club soda all over my legs.
sausage making that is bartending. So anyway.
Okay, we'll worry about this later.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
was fun.
Now that we have a nice buzz prepared to occur.
Hopefully you at home have prepared your own mind. Oh, by the way, you may be wondering about back here. We have
we have to
a
talk about
Buffalo
this.
Bills jersey. I don't think the picture that you had didn't actually show up. There's a picture of me in my Bills Mafia
Someone
regalia.
did call you out on it. I believe
okay.
Steve Androsa called you
Oh,
out
okay. There
on
we go.
your Thurman Thomas jersey,
Yeah.
but we have to talk about it.
Most Johnny come latelys to the Bills bandwagon are think that 34 is Thurman Thomas, who was a fine football player, and
one of
led
the
them to
finest.
4 Super Bowls. Well, he lost and he fumbled a couple times, but we don't hold that against him. So it wouldn't be Buffalo if they had won. But this is the original 34 for much longer suffering Bills fans.
This is a true test.
Cookie Gilchrist, okay? Those of you who are old enough may remember Cookie. Remember, looky, looky, there goes Cookie? You should have remembered that. But anyway, Cookie Gilchrist was the first 1,000-yard rusher in the AFL, led the Bills to, well, 1 AFL championship, and then he was such a pain in the ass, they fired him and sent him somewhere else. But, nevertheless, he was quite the star for a while there. So, Cookie Gilchrist, put that in your football lore.
We've got some New York people tuning in. Barb says hello to us,
Klaus.
Barbara Brown Klaus.
Klaus, yeah.
And then she loves the Bills jersey.
Yours?
And then Jim Hendrickson says hello from Utica.
Utica. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
And someone says hello from Minnesota. Hi, Keith from Minnesota. Oh, and Marcy's tuned in. Yeah, she's stoked.
There you go.
Hi,
Good.
guys.
I'm glad
This is fun.
there's somebody watching this. Okay.
We got
I've
some
never
Buffalo
played
connection.
before so many people at once. Well, other than weddings.
I don't really. Oh, there's like 25 people logged in. Sorry, I shouldn't have told you that.
I'm
Whoa.
very nervous. So.
Do you want to start or should I start us off?
I can start with a song that I actually know. Okay, so
great.
that's good because I sort of know about 150 songs, but I really only know 6 songs. So let's start with one that I can do, and it's called Nick Lowe did this song back in the 70s. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? So. It's going to start any minute now. Well, as I walk this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, oh yeah, I asked myself, is all hope gone? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Thought I knew it. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? As I walk on through troubled times. My spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Where are the strong? And who are the trusted? And where is the harmony? The sweet harmony now. And each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Mm-hmm. There's one.
Yay!
Oh, there we go. I threw it.
That was great. I like that song. I don't really know how to sing harmonies very well, so.
No, that's a
occasional one. Cool. I'm gonna play a song that I don't think that you've ever heard before.
Oh, that'd be.
And I've intentionally been holding back on this song because I wrote this song about my van. And I haven't posted about this on social media, but I recently sold my 1983.5 Volkswagen Westfalia. Finally, I started trying to sell it last summer, and now it's finally been sold and onto a family who is probably going to love it a lot and have lots of great stories and songwriting content if they ever need it. But I didn't want to play it until
you don't know these people, right? So.
I really hope they're not tuned in right now.
It was, let's say, well, it's a VW, right? So it had its
It's a Volkswagen. You know what you're getting.
Quirks,
you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I wrote this song and I purposely didn't want to play it till after the van sold because I wanted it to sell because I needed to buy a car. So this song's called Van Life, also titled The Rise and Fall of the Big Dill Pickle.
Oh, wow.
We'll see how I've never played this for people before. Once upon a time I saw an Instagram post, a couple in a van driving up the west coast. They quit their jobs, put their toes in the sand, and I said to myself, hey self, let's buy a van. It seemed like a pretty good idea at the time, so I went on Craigslist, started shopping online. I was looking at Dodges, Chevys and such until I laid my eyes on a green Volkswagen bus, a Westfalia in fact. Van life, van life. I didn't choose the van life, van life chose me. When I got it home I named it the Big Dill, cause it looked like a pickle and it was kind of a big deal. It needed some work as you can probably guess, so I cracked my knuckles and I started to wrench. Sort of. Paid some people. I tightened up the linkage, put in new gas tank seals, new faucet, new plumbing, rotated the wheels, replaced the fuel filter, did electrical too, and a new ignition coil, a new battery, repaired the odometer, fixed an exhaust leak, unstuck a sticky gas pedal, and a full transmission rebuild. Just to name a few. And new seat covers. Van life, van life. I didn't choose the van life, van life chose me. Well, finally the time came to hit the road in my 2-bed, no-bath vacation home. I was pretty popular everywhere that I went. Both hippies and hipsters wanted to be my friends and probably buy some weed from me too. Until one day when I was humming along outside of Rock Springs, I knew something was wrong. That rusty old van had finally had enough. It lost all compression and the Big Dill bit the dust. As they loaded up the tow truck to haul it away, I was oh so relieved that I had AAA. As they drove off into the setting sun, the adventures of the Big Dill were done. Van life, van
Never heard it.
Right, for a reason.
Wow.
I hope that you enjoy the big dill.
All
It takes
right.
you many adventures. It's running great.
And you have a good mechanic and you know what you're doing with the rim. So.
All you need is a Phillips head and a 10mm wrench, and you're good to go.
I had, when I met your mother, I had a 66 VW bus named Lucy.
Lucy.
Okay. Yeah. And so Lucy had was not without its quirks. Okay, so which
That's weird.
yeah, it's hard to believe. The one that proved insurmountable, and it really would have been really easy to fix had I known somebody with welding skills. But the gas pedal, it had a little thing underneath the floorboards where the cable went through, and it broke off. Okay, so then when you stepped on the gas, nothing happened.
That's pretty problematic.
Yeah, it is. And all it was a little thing where you put a little thing that weld back on. But me, of course, figured out the hard way to do it, which was.
I was in my head thinking what are all the ways we could fix that?
Well, the one choice, maybe not the best choice, was that I got a styrofoam cup. Okay, so you went back there in the engine compartment where the carburetor was. You had fuel injection, so you know.
Yes, I did.
This. Anyway, so the carburetor. So you wedge the piece of styrofoam cup in there at something that will get you about 45 miles an hour in fourth gear. Okay. So you turn the car on, and it just immediately revs up. You put it in first, and you go through the gears. And when you get to fourth, you go about 45. If you set it for say 58, then you're going to be having a real tough time around town.
Yeah, 45 is good though.
Yeah, in first gear, it revs up and all that.
So you just have to pump the clutch just a little bit to stay in first gear?
No, you have to turn the car off when you stop. Okay, so when you come to the traffic light, you turn the car off,
and then you start it back.
And then when it started up, and then you take off, and then up through the gears, but you can squeeze the cup down if you're in town.
It's you're not really going on the highway ever. You really want it 30.
Yeah, you could make the cup a little smaller, and so keep it at 30, 35, on that. If you're going on the highway, yeah, you could set it to, a VW's top speed of 58. So.
Okay.
Anyway.
I learned a thing. I never had that issue. I had a lot of battery issues, an aftermarket refrigerator with a battery draw. I had a lot of fun electrical. When I sold it, the blinkers were not working.
Well, they know what they were getting into,
yes.
So I think. There's a call coming in. Don't answer that. Okay.
Okay. Do you have another song, perhaps? Perchance?
Well, there's papers here which
that
are now
covered in Kahlua.
Yeah, they have Kahlua, but I think I can. Well, I didn't actually write this song down, which I should have because it's one of my own songs. You're a songwriter, right? Yes, you are the songwriter.
In fact.
Anyway, so as you've noticed, okay, so Alicia, a lot of people say, well, where did Alicia get her songwriting and playing skills from, her talent from? And as we noticed already, it's her mother. But anyway, this song is one I wrote a few years ago, okay? And, when people... Am I talking too much about the song without playing it?
No, but I'm going to warn Instagram that we time out at an hour. So if you're really into... I have a feeling we're going to go over. So you might want to jump over to Facebook at some point. But, yeah, especially if we have more than one mind eraser. But I love...
You'll have had your... Well, anyway.
I feel like the stories are good. People come for the stories just as much as the songs.
So anyway, songwriters such as Alicia, real songwriters, I always hear, she does interviews with KPCW, and they'll say, well, how'd you get your songwriting, inspiration for this and such a song? And with me, when people hear my songs, they kind of say, what the hell made you think of that? So it's where were you thinking at the time that song came out? So this one, okay, which, by the way, I hope someday to be my signature song. So it's to play this so early in the set. This would be like Leonard Skinner playing Freebird as their first song. This playing this song early in the set.
It's your second song.
Well, it is okay. so they would probably save that for later. But anyway, this song, I was at the post office a few years ago, standing in line and looking at it was pre-COVID. We were kind of there, and there's a woman a couple of spots up, and her little 4-year-old tow-headed son is hanging on to her, looking up adoringly at Mom. And I was, just kind of checking the scene out, and as a human, which I consider myself to be one, we kind of make judgments or observations about based on very few visual cues. Okay, so as I'm driving home, the song hit me. Okay, and the song's called "Is Your Mom a Lesbian?" So there we go. I feel it needed some explanation. Why would you write this song?
Context is sometimes helpful.
Is your mom a lesbian? Or does she just dress like one? Not a judgment, just an observation. Might have been the Birkenstocks teamed up with those black socks, the brown walking shorts, forest green t-shirt, whole ensemble topped off with that Butch Katie Lang lesbo coif. Makes you wonder, any comments coming out? Makes you wonder, with whom does she flirt? Well, you know I really don't care. There's lesbians everywhere, at the bank, the post office, and movie. Just a regular part of life. The next lesbian you see could be your wife. 10% of all women statistically. Wonder when she figured it out. High school, college, or a camp out. Perhaps it was a family vacation. Would you take to the senior prom? Do your brothers and sisters say, "What's up with mom?" When she wears a dress, is it cause for celebration? Do you think your dad knows? It's as if you have a dad. Or was it artificial insemination? And you know I really don't care. There's lesbians everywhere, at the bank, post office, and movies. Hey, she might be a lot of fun. Might be a lot of fun. She's probably an ace with a glue gun. Fix the car, the plumbing, and the TV. Well, you know I really don't care. There's lesbians everywhere, at the bank, the post office, and movies. If I had a single mom, I might want her to be a lesbian. She'd go to all my games and beat up the referee. Is your mom a lesbian? Or does she just dress like one? Not a judgment, just an observation. Does she read to you at night? Comfort you when you had a fright? Hold you tight, offer warm consolation.
I do love that song.
One day we'll get it right. So, anyway.
Oh, one of those days.
Any day now. One of these days, Alice.
One of these days. All right, I'm gonna play a song. I only had like the one funny song, so new funny song, I guess.
That was not funny. That was poignant.
It was poignant.
Yes.
It was thoughtful. And just how you drink the rest of your ice water.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is that good? Should I try it?
90 eraser flavored ice water.
It's kind of nice. It's like
got
a little
something to it.
Anyway, so I was in a songwriting group earlier this year that we had to write a song every 2 weeks, and it was on Facebook, and you had to submit your song by like Tuesday at midnight. But it was Central Time, and I missed the deadline by 15 minutes on the Utah time zone. And this was the song that I submitted 15 minutes late and then got kicked out of the group with.
Oh,
so
bastards.
I know. Such strict rules. But yeah, so this song, I'm trying to remember. Oh, the prompt was, there was like a list of words, and you had to like incorporate all 4 of these words in your song. And so I think the words were satisfaction, sweeten, something else, and something else. I can't remember. But this is the song that got me.
We'll see if we can pick them out.
Let's see if we can. It's a fun game. Get your bingo cards out, everybody. And make it up.
Guess the right words.
All right, so this song is called "Sweeten the Deal," and I'm playing it now because there's a lot of jazz chords that before that vodka really sets in, I'm going to need to remember how they go. All right. Meet me at the table, you're ready to talk. You got something I want, babe, that can't be bought. I'll make you an offer, too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal. Lay out your terms, I'm inclined to accept. Tell me in detail how you plan to collect. I'll make you an offer, too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal. Oh, I testify that this is bona fide, satisfaction guaranteed. My experience says with these kinds of events, the longer you invest, the more returns you'll see. I'm not looking for a bargain, no wages too steep. You can't put a price on love, babe, you got what I need. I'll make you an offer, too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal. Oh, I testify that this is bona fide, satisfaction guaranteed. My experience says with these kinds of events, the longer you invest, the more returns you'll see. So meet me at the table when you're ready to talk. You got something I want, babe, that can't be bought. I'll make you an offer, too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal. Oh, if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal.
Wow. That is their loss if they didn't extend the deadline
Woo.
by another 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it was.
I barely missed it.
That wonderful song.
Hey, thank you. I should practice it
Have
more.
I heard you play that before? Did you play
Probably
it once?
not.
I heard the story about not getting in, but I never heard
Yeah, I don't think I've played it at a show before.
Doesn't sound familiar, so
Yeah.
nice song.
I'm pulling out all the obscure,
And
deep,
that's
the
a
deep
little
cuts.
different, little out of your oeuvre.
It is. So here's a fun fact about me. If I have a deadline for a song, I will probably just pick a blues format because it's pretty much already written.
Okay, well, that's true.
So I
they're all
you
the
know
same.
what? I'm going to do a 1-4-5 in B, but I'm going to put some jazz chords in so it looks like I know some cool things.
And
but
pretend you're on Eastern time, so. Yeah,
and pretend I'm on Eastern time.
so just set your clocks ahead 2 hours and you'll make it, right?
Yeah.
What was it, Central Time Zone? Or is that
It was Central Time Zone, so that was my bad. All right, I have all these notes because I have songs I don't know very well because.
Well, I have all my songs I don't know very well. You know, we had this kind of joke, okay? How I only knew 6 songs, okay?
It's like the rotating.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
like
how
I
you
learn a
can
new
fit in
song
your
and
brain.
then lose and forget another song that I already knew. Let's see, what is it? Let's do this. I gotta do this.
Okay.
Because this kind of fits in with your songwriting competition there. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is the obvious next choice.
Yeah. Obvious. So where was I going with that? Oh, 6 songs. So then I thought, how about if I start writing them down? So I started saving them, and then putting them on what do you call it, the computer, and then printing them out and stuff like that. But then I never really know more than 6 songs, so I have to get the paperwork out and then play along with them. But then as we were discussing personal songwriting things, okay? You've got, what, about 147 songs you've written?
No, I wish.
Okay.
I think I'm up to
89?
something like that. That
Okay.
seems more accurate.
I have 6, which is kind of crazy. I added them all up, and one of them's not even quite ready for
For a live,
this.
for
Okay,
playing
so
a song
perhaps-
in my kitchen.
Yes, playing for nobody in particular, even for my dog. Okay,
28 people in my kitchen.
Oh, 28.
That's adding up.
How'd they all get in here? This isn't
Facebook and
that big. There's some in the laundry.
They're in the foyer.
They're in the foyer.
The foyer.
All right. So anyway, Hitler's Barista. That one's not quite ready to go, but I've been.
That one's. I feel like that one
tipping my
really needs
hand.
to be like. It needs to be in like great shape when you debut that.
Yeah, that could be so.
I'm just thinking.
Keep an ear out for that. That's coming soon. But this is a song that reminds me of what Alicia just said. They were given a theme and some words they had to rhyme with. Okay, and this one, if there ever was a song, this is it. I've got to take my glasses off so I can see it up close. These are prescription, by the way. Oh, anyway, so.
Good talk.
Can you see me better? Oh, okay. Anyway.
Yeah. It's not
Anyway,
as
put them
bright.
up like that. I can't see him I can't see close up, but I can see far away. So, all right. So, how's it go? It's kind of coming out like is your mouth. Getting it. Okay, there. I know a girl who thinks of ghosts. She'll make you breakfast. She'll make you toast. She don't use butter. She don't use cheese. She don't use jelly or any of these. She uses Vaseline. 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 There's more, wait a minute. I know a guy who goes to shows. When he's at home and he blows his nose, he don't use tissues or his sleeve. He don't use napkins or any of these. He uses magazines. 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 So you get the theme. They had to bring Vaseline with magazines, and I know a girl who reminds me of Cher. She's always changing the color of her hair. She don't use nothing you buy in a store. She likes her hair to be real on. She uses tangerines. 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 There we go.
I like that flourish.
Yeah. Like Pete Townsend.
That's lovely.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go.
You're
All
a
right.
lot.
That was Flaming Lips, by the way.
I like that. Yeah.
Speaking
There
of
was-
which, let me just chime in again here, because I used to have a radio show, as you remember, in KPCW
I do.
in Park City. An unpaid gig there at KPCW. But I used to play a song by Flaming Lips. Okay, so and they were kind of somewhat popular in the '90s. And I always, for some reason, I had it in my head that they were from Australia. And so I would always introduce them. Well, here's that song from the popular band from Down Under, Flaming Lips. Playing, there was Do You Realize? And then I found out when I went to look up the song.
They're from Cleveland or something?
Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
So the band from Down Under, Kansas.
Under Kansas.
Yeah, so there we go.
Down under Nebraska.
Is it?
Is in Kansas under Nebraska?
Oklahoma.
Oh.
They're from Oklahoma.
Oh, down in Kansas. You're right.
Is that it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you're right. That was a good joke.
Perhaps a joke.
I screwed it up. It was a good joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was a true story.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So
the witty
anyway.
part was witty.
Yes.
I ruined it. Hi, Michaela. How are you?
Michaela's here?
Michaela Fagan.
Oh,
The Dr. Michaela
how's
Fagan.
the baby? Okay. And Jeff.
Let's see. Who else is in here? Bill Webster's on. Mary Pinter is on.
Wow.
Mary Klaus Pagano's on.
I'm really sorry I just sang that song.
Why?
Well, I just don't think that displays something.
It's funny, the whole like rhyming with Vaseline thing is quite the thing. I went to a conference once and this was like 2 years ago, I think, and at the beginning of the conference you get a song prompt and you have to write a song, and then on the brunch on Sunday you share it with everybody, and it's this like barely newborn song that probably isn't that great, but the guy's song prompt was hand sanitizer.
Okay.
And at the time, he was like pissed that he had to write this song, and he did a great job.
Ah.
And like the line at the end of everything was hand sanitizer. Like that is just not like a musically great song, but I bet he's getting a lot of mileage out of it right now.
Oh, now, boy, that.
Oh yeah,
If only it known.
A hit song. So anyway,
these guys, I feel like they were at a contest. They said make a song and the song has to rhyme with Vaseline. So
they're like, okay.
They did it. They apparently
What
did.
are the words?
They put it on an album.
Tangerine magazine.
Magazine, yeah. So there might be other hidden verses.
Valvoline.
Valvoline, that's right.
Melamine.
Benzodrine. Truck driving song.
Hydrochloroquine.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that how you say it?
It's in the public domain. So. Anyway, you have a song.
I have a song. So as you know, as a regular viewer of the show, every week I do when I remember, I put up a post to vote on a cover song for the week, and
was this a Patty Griffin song?
Nanci Griffith, but super close. But yeah, it was a tie between Emmylou Harris and Nanci Griffith, and
Patty Griffin wasn't even in the...
Patty Griffin was not one of the choices this week. It was Nanci Griffith, Emmylou Harris, and someone who did... Jillian Welch. Okay. So, anyway, Nanci Griffith and Emmylou Harris tied, and I kind of just went with the tiebreaker of picking Nanci because... I just felt like it.
Okay.
I've never learned one of her songs before.
Fun. Wonderful. I heard you working on this earlier. It seems like a...
The other fun thing is it's in an open G tuning, which I've never done before, so I learned how to...
She made the Woolworth Countershine? Is that in this song?
Yeah, that's this one right here.
Those from Buffalo will know that... what's his name?
This is such a well-themed Buffalo episode.
Yeah, Seymour Knox from Buffalo was the original owner of Woolworth, so he was...
We're going to close it out with a Biney Racer and a chaser of beef on weck at the end. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so
this is Love at the Five and Dime by Nanci Griffith in open G tuning that I learned how it works yesterday. So we're going to see how it goes. Whew.
And I was going to noodle.
And you're going to noodle when I tell you to noodle. I'm going to do that thing that they do in bands when they're like...
Oh, is that? I'll be looking for the cue.
That's how you know. Or
it's in this neighborhood.
Kick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
got
a pentatonic.
I just have to get my fingers in the right place.
Your people?
Like
They're on your team. All right. Rita was 16 years, hazel eyes and chestnut hair. She made the Woolworth counter shine. And Eddie was a sweet romancer and a darn good dancer. And they waltzed the aisles of the Five and Dime. And they'd sing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at 5 and dime. Eddie played the steel guitars, Mama cried 'cause he played the bars, and he kept young Rita out late at night. Soon they married up in Abilene, lost a child in Tennessee, but still that love survived. And they'd sing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at 5 and dime. Another boys in Eddie's band took a shine to Rita's hand, so Eddie ran off with the bassman's wife. But he was back by June, singing a different tune, sporting Miss Rita by his side. And they'd sing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time, love's on sale tonight at 5 and dime. Eddie played the barroom band till arthritis took his hands. Now he sells insurance on the side. And Rita's got a house to keep. She sells dime store novels with love so sweet, and they dance to the radio late at night and still sing. And they sing, dance a little closer to me, dance a little closer now, dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me, 'cause it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at the 5 and dime. Rita was 16 years, hazel eyes and chestnut hair. She made the Woolworth counter shine. Eddie was a sweet romancer and a darn good dancer, and they waltzed the aisles of the 5 and dime. And they waltzed the aisles of the 5 and dime. And they waltzed the aisles of the 5 and dime.
Oops.
There we go.
Sorry. Fabulous. Well,
Thank you.
You just learned that.
I learned that yesterday.
Yesterday. I didn't know Kathy Griffin wrote songs like
Kathy
that.
Griffin.
She's kind of heartfelt.
You know, she's not. That's not really what she's known for, but it's you know, it's fine.
Okay. Wonderful. That's amazing.
Connie Winley says Nanci G is my favorite.
Okay.
One's for you, Connie.
Oh, Nancy.
Nancy?
Yeah, not
Patty,
Kathy.
Nancy,
Not
Kathy.
Kathy. The red-haired. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was picking up what you're laying down.
Okay. Should I play another original song or a cover song?
Play an original, but when did you start making up songs? What made you start making up songs?
Well, you did.
I did.
Yes, you did. I did song parodies. I was like the Weird Al Yankovic of family gatherings. So perhaps if there's some Klaus members out there.
And then you wrote me into it.
Yeah. There we go. We did covers of Jack and Diane, adapted for weddings and that kind of thing. And I think the very first one, well, the very first one.
First one.
Well, that was Jack and Diane. I did for Diane Pape and Mike. Mike and Diane. Jack.
That was an easy.
Yeah, that was an
segue
easy transition. However, it was an outdoor show, and Lightning and Don Elliott were playing, music legends in this neighborhood. Anyway, speaking of Lightning, that rolled in. I never got to play it, so I had to adapt it to Sarah and Randy. Okay, Sarah and Randy Kutchkow. Okay, so it became a ditty about Sarah and Randy. And then we've done some. We did Claire and Grant Freeman's.
That was the one with the mint julep reference, right?
Yeah.
What song did we?
We did Stuck in the Middle with You.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go. So.
I remember rhyming with mint julep with schlep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's some strange.
Something about drinking a mint julep and then getting your stuff to schlep and go.
And then we did.
It was good work.
Yeah.
Good songwriting craft there.
Speaking, I did. And Is Your Mama Lesbian? I rhymed T-shirt and she flirt. Okay, so
that's pretty good.
That's strange.
With whom does she flirt?
Yeah,
that's nice.
Anyway, so then, I'll do a cover, okay?
Yeah.
Because this is a good song for. So we did our best one was for Alicia's grandmother, Melody Klaus, for her, I don't know what it was, 80th
I think it was
birthday.
80th birthday.
It was up there, Anyway, and this was a family collaboration. We worked in South Carolina, and we had learned that she had purchased a gun, a handgun, I think with the help of her son John, because, you never know when you're going to need a gun. And so Melody's Got a Gun was easily the best of the song parodies.
That was a pretty good one.
Everybody contributed. We stayed up till 3 a.m. drinking and shooting out lines for that one. So we had to tone it down a little bit. It got a little mean.
I think we had to cut a lot of verses.
Yeah, because there was a lot of
there's a lot of input.
There were a lot of complaints, in there that needed to be.
It kind of turned into a gripe session.
Yeah. Anyway, here's a song that I've adapted lately, actually twice, okay? And for those of you Weird Al Yankovics of the family gathering, bar mitzvah, wedding, funeral, you might want to do a song about the deceased, okay? Based on Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People. Okay, so that's a good song to
We're just leaving your options open.
Okay, so, all right, well, let's... We'll get it. One more time, and then we'll...
And no one to do.
You were ready to sing, weren't you? That next time. I'm in a groove now. Robert's got a cool hand. He'll look around the room, he won't tell you his plan. He's got a roll of cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid, yeah. He found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet, hidden in a box of fun things, and I don't even know what. But he's coming for you, yeah, he's coming for you. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. Daddy works a long day. Well, he's coming home late. Yeah, he's coming home late. He's bringing me a surprise. 'Cause dinner's in the kitchen and it's packed in ice. Yeah, I've waited for a long time. The sleight of my hand is now a quick pull trigger. I reason with my cigarette and say, your hair's on fire, you must have lost your wits. Yeah, all the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, Well, all the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. Well, you can keep going. I was gonna do this. Faster than my bullet. Faster than my bullet. And we're done.
And that's how it ends.
That's the song. That's the end of the song.
My dog is whining outside.
Is it time for another mind eraser or another song?
I think it's time for a mind eraser because I have the other songs that I'm going to play memorized.
You know what? I think we ought to crush this ice up a bit. We can use that. Oh, no, I can do that. See, we can do it.
This is just getting complicated.
Just a minute.
Oh my God.
I'll do this.
Hold on, guitar. Oh my God, I get so distressed.
Because you see how I handle it?
Yeah.
It's a finely tuned
I learned how to play guitar on that guitar, so take good care of that thing.
Okay, that's noise. Pay no attention.
Oh my gosh. Things are just falling over. Oh. Everybody, welcome to Happy Hour.
Okay, there we go.
We've only had one mind eraser.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Do you need a guitar stand?
What is this?
Here.
Here.
Take this.
I'm going to just do it
take
against
this.
the wall.
No, take this, and I'm going to hold my guitar, and you make a mind eraser, and I'll play a
Oh,
song.
I see how that works. I thought it swiveled, but it doesn't.
Okay.
Doesn't
All
swivel.
right.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good.
I don't know.
We've rehearsed this. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you're going to be ready. I'm going to prepare the mind erasers while you discuss.
Okay. I'm going to play a song because John Nielsen requested this last week, and I didn't play it, so I'm going to play a sad song real quick while you make a mind eraser.
Okay. Wait, before you play, let me crush the ice. Okay.
Okay.
This would be time for casual repartee.
Repartee.
Witty repartee. There we go.
This chunk of ice flying around the kitchen.
Okay. This is not real wood floor.
So in other news, everybody. So I'm going to start doing every other week, have a guest, special guest on my show.
You couldn't get anybody this week. So.
Yes, I was desperate. Just kidding. This was your idea. So in 2 weeks, July 9th, I'm going to have Shanna in a dress as my guest. And on July 23rd, whatever 2 weeks after that is, I'm going to have Andrew Wiscombe on my show. And we'll probably do it via Zoom, so digitally, which is nice. I can get together with people from all over the place and not have to feel constrained by space. I feel weird playing a sad song while I'm doing this. I'm going to play Good Bartender instead because this makes way more sense.
Oh, this makes sense. Okay. And by the time your song is...
When I'm done, then we'll have a drink. Okay. So
perfect.
I figured this would be the episode to... So my dad used to be a bartender. I learned most of my bartending skills from the internet.
Yeah. There you go.
But I do recall spending a lot of my childhood at Sneakers waiting for you to get off work or waiting for Mom to come pick me up when I was like 10.
Yeah.
And just binging maraschino cherries at the end of the bar.
It's good for kids. The red dye number 2 and all that. You owe your smooth skin to that. So.
Yes.
I taught you how to make a Rob Roy too, which you probably had a lot of calls for Rob Roys. Right?
No, I do have one guy that orders Tom Collins when I'm bartending.
Okay, I don't think I told you about that.
No, I have to look that one up.
Yeah.
What's in a Rob Roy?
Scotch and vermouth. So
oh, great.
It's kind of hard.
Super.
It's like a Manhattan
level
with Scotch. You serve a Rob Roy. You can do
in a
it.
martini glass?
Yeah, you can do it in a martini glass. They have a dry with dry vermouth, a sweet vermouth, or a perfect Rob Roy with 50-50 sweet and dry vermouth. So there you go.
If I had Scotch, I'd have one of those.
It's edutainment. Okay, it's not only entertaining, but it's educational.
It's like you almost learned something.
Yes. Next time, Rob Roy should be the drink, some cocktail of.
Yeah. So. Well, we talked about it when we were discussing what cocktail to do. That did come up. I'm going to warn Instagram. We're probably going to lose you. So if you're on Instagram, the one person that's tuned in, come over to Facebook because we're probably going to go over a little bit.
Tempest Fugit. The time really flew by. I probably should have played more songs.
I don't know. Okay. Are you mad? Write in the comments if you're mad.
Okay. All right. I'll be making mind erasers while we hear a song.
Come on in. have a seat. It's Wednesday night, we got half-off wings. The big game on all of the TV. Well, this ain't my real job, it just pays the bills. I'm a singer-songwriter chasing a record deal. Can I get you some ranch or blue cheese? Before you ask me for a drink, something you should know. Just don't get your hopes up if you want a mojito. 'Cause I'm a good bartender if all you need is a pint of draft or whiskey neat. And I can crack a tall boy lightning quick. But if you want a mighty racer or a round of Jaeger bombs, it'll serve you to remember that I'm a good bartender. That I'm better at writing songs. I hope so. You say that you're from out of town, you're running away from a marriage gone south, moving to Cabo with your new girlfriend. Well, she's a yoga instructor and she's 28. Man, that Instagram filter sure makes her skin look great. I'm sure your grown adult children in their 30s are totally gonna understand. It's fine. Before you go any farther and ask for my advice, just let me get some paper and a pen so I can write. 'Cause I'm a good bartender if all you need is a pint of draft or whiskey neat. And I can crack a tall boy lightning quick. But if you tell me all your problems, like your issues with your mom, it'll serve you to remember that I'm a good bartender. That I'm better at writing songs. Running out of time to make that drink there.
Oh no, I don't want the layers.
Call you a cab if you get too drunk to drive. I know a couple dirty jokes that you might like. That's gonna be a strong one. I can't even tell you where to buy some good weed in this town. And if you start a fight, I reserve the right to have your sorry ass thrown out. 'Cause I'm a good bartender if all you need is a pint of draft or whiskey neat. And I can crack a tall boy lightning quick. But if you hear me on the radio, then I told you all along that I'm a good bartender. Well, I'm an okay bartender, but I'm better at writing songs. This is where I say tip your bartenders, folks, and today it's my dad. So, thanks, Jeff.
Sure, tip. Oh,
There's soda everywhere.
there goes another song. I just messed that up completely. But anyway, I'm sure it's good.
Oh, it's gonna
Were
be
you
fun.
red or blue?
I don't know.
I think COVID, I think you were red.
Can confirm.
All right.
Well, that
Fabulous
happened.
song, by the way. Sorry to distract you.
It was fun. It was much better than trying to play a serious, sad song.
Okay,
I
so
was like,
yeah,
you know
probably
what?
that would have been kind
That
of
was the
tough.
wrong choice.
Okay, remember it's all in the layering. Okay.
Cheers.
Kahlua, vodka,
To being
soda.
mediocre bartenders.
soda.
You're way better bartending than I am.
I was okay. My joke, okay, was always, people order a gin and tonic, and I go, okay, think about it. All right, wait a minute, what goes in that? Gin and tonic. Okay, anyway. Oh, there's lime.
Okay.
Ice. There we go.
The soda at the end is quite nice.
It really helps.
It really does.
Yeah.
It smells. I feel like it's mostly a Kahlua situation.
Well, the Kahlua is the only thing that has any flavor.
Yeah, and the vodka I don't really notice.
Yeah, not really. That's the idea.
That's the point.
Erase
To
the
erase
vodka.
that.
Okay.
Well, do you have one more song for us? Should we do one more?
Yeah, I do. I have several.
Several.
But
We lost Instagram. That's all right. We'll talk to them later.
okay.
I think there was only one person on Instagram by the time I wrapped that up.
Yeah, well, it was.
I got to
I'm
see
sure
the whole
it was
song.
really entertaining. Anyway.
There you go.
I don't know why I need a guitar strap. I'm sitting down.
You know, so it's funny. I don't know if you're watching.
I'm just used to playing with a guitar.
There's someone who like trolls my social media.
Yeah.
And every time I post a picture of me sitting down, like at a radio show or something, and I don't have a guitar strap, they always say, you should wear a guitar strap, it'll make you play better. And they've commented on my Instagram, on my Facebook, and my YouTube on multiple posts. And I think it's kind of funny that that's what they took from that situation.
You know, Jonathan Richmond doesn't play with a guitar strap even when he's standing up. He just holds the guitar. I don't know how
It's
he
like
does
a
that.
ukulele.
Yeah, so.
Which reminds me, I have a friend who is putting out a new album, and one of his biggest influences is Jonathan Richmond.
Oh, really?
And we bonded over it at song school. His name's Jeffrey Seiler. Look him up. But he has a new album coming out, and what's it called? It's called Jeffinitely.
Jeff.
So check it out. He's on Patreon.
Oh, the guy that gave us the Mind Eraser recipe, Steve and Hal. Hal went by Halacious.
Connie says, I think it's a good idea for Alicia to keep writing songs and Jeff to keep bartending. She's on her way over for a cocktail.
Oh, shit. Connie Green?
Connie Winley.
Winley, okay.
Connie
All right.
Green's on too.
All right.
She was earlier.
Okay. Well, thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Connie.
Thanks for that vote of approval. Anyway, what was I going to play? Here's another song that I think needs explaining. I actually wrote this song or composed it in my sleep. Okay, so.
Oh yes, I love this song.
Alicia likes it. So.
I wish I had a song that would get written in its sleep.
I didn't actually type it up in my sleep, but I woke up with the idea. I had about half the song actually composed in the sleep, and then the hard part was doing the other half. You know, you're doing this kind of goofy dream song, and then now you've got to, while you're awake, complete it. So
I
anyway.
have to complete. This is my favorite one.
It's called Not Dead Horse. It's about a horse that's not dead. Okay. Well, I bought a not dead horse today. In this, come on. I'll just
Start over.
start over. Can't recover it now, so. It's a problem with songs that I wrote because I keep changing them, so. Okay, yeah, we got it. Well, I bought a not dead horse today. On the surface that might seem okay. He was supposed to be expired. Turns out he was just very tired. Well, I want a dead horse, yes I do, before they turn them into glue. People are always asking me why you want a dead horse. They just don't see a dead horse. Got certain advantages. Dead horse. I plan to use him as a big bass drum, possibly as an ottoman. When people use that simile, you know the one, like beating a dead horse, I know what they mean. I want a dead horse, yes I do. Save a lot of money on vets and food. Don't have to keep them in a barn, just a big blue tarp out in the backyard. Dead horse. Kind of making sense now. Connie can help tell you that. She probably was just, they were a couple of dead horses. Okay. I think that second mind eraser's kicking in.
I know.
Okay, third verse. Different than the first.
10 seconds.
Here it comes. It seemed like a simple proposition. Some money for a dead horse acquisition. That horse trader must have seen me coming, just sitting there with his banjo strumming. Well, he said, son, I don't give no warranty. dead or alive's the same to me. It's up to you to inspect the goods to make sure I ain't promoting no falsehoods. A live horse. You got a live horse. Don't know what you're complaining about. Most people be happy. Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. Then where's this old live horse gonna go? He takes half the living room and patio. I can't seem to get on the paper train. Now my cool shag rug is hopelessly stained. I wanted a dead horse, but he's alive. Not sure what to feed him so he'll thrive. Seems to like my TV dinners. Frozen pizza's always a winner. It's been a big test of my resolve. Oh wait, he's dead. Problem solved. Well, I bought a not dead horse today. In the end, it all turned out okay. Dead horse, dead horse, dead horse, dead horse. Ah, there we go.
I love that song.
Ooh, that's a great song.
So, in your dream, what was the part that you, like, not dead horse? Was that part of it?
No, not dead horse. The whole first verse came.
Whole
So
first
I bought
verse.
a not dead horse today. The one thing is you know, if you're going to research, the timeline on that doesn't actually work out too good because I said I bought it today, but then I'm feeding him, and then he's living in the house. Apparently, it all happened today. He ate TV dinners, pizza, and then soiled the carpet all in the same day. So you know. But you know, there's artistic license, I think, is what
Yeah, I
we
think
call it,
so. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
That's right. So anyway.
Is a songwriter tip for you
Thank
today.
you. Edutainment.
All right, should I do one more?
You should
call
do a
it?
song. Yes,
What song would you like me to play? If you could pick any song that I play.
that you play. Well, you know.
No, I don't know. That's why I asked you.
What else the songs you play a lot? I like your own song, or you haven't done. Well, you did Nanci Griffith song. Nanci Griffith? No, Nanci.
Nanci Griffith.
Okay, all right. You did her song. That's a cover. I was going to steer you toward a cover, but what?
You can request whatever you want. It's Father's Day.
Okay. Well, I like Hall and Oates, so like
I kind of got that, but then I
can't
thought
go for that.
maybe some. Yeah.
Is that the name of the song, by the way?
I can go for that. Yeah. Well, it's fine because I'm a big Hall and Oates fan, so I don't mind it at all. You introduced me to Daryl's House. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
This show, which has become like a dream of like if my like.
Live at Daryl's house, live at Alicia's house. Well,
no, I would love to be on Daryl's house because this is live at Alicia's house and it's just okay.
It's not that good. So. Daryl's house has professional musicians and a cool studio.
That's where I learned about Alan
and they usually
Stone.
They eat lunch too. So
and they hang out and he has a pool.
Live at Daryl's house.
They have a barbecue.
Check it out on somewhere wherever.
But if I could spend the afternoon hanging out at Daryl Hall's house, like that's just a cool day. So I have like 2 musical goals, and one is to be on Live at Daryl's house, and one is to sing the 3rd verse of Closer to Fine with the Indigo Girls on tour. That would be my.
What if Daryl came to Live at Alicia's house? That would be.
That would.
So,
Would that
or
be cooler?
Or the Indigo
that might
Girls.
be cooler.
Either one, you know. So.
Oh, if the Indigo Girls came.
Yeah.
Man. All right.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Easy, ready, willing, overtime. Where does it stop? Where do you dare me to draw the line? You want my body now, you want my soul. Oh, forget about it, say no go. 'Cause I'll do anything that you want me to do. I do almost anything that you want me to do. But I can't go for that, no. No can do, no, I can't go for that, no. No can do, I can't go for that, no. No no can do. No, I can't go for that. I can't go for that. I can't go for that. No. I can go for being twice as nice, and I can go for just repeating same old lines. You want my body now, you want my soul. Oh, forget about it, say no go. 'Cause I'll do anything that you want me to do. I'll do almost anything that you want me to do. But I can't go for that, no. No can do, no, I can't go for that, no. No can do, I can't go for that, no. No can do, no, I can't go for that, I can't go for that, I can't go for that, no, no. I can't go for that, no. I can't go for that. I can't go for that, no, that, no, that, no. That's fine.
That's not even a note.
I mean, it is a note. It
It
just
is a
wasn't
note.
in that song.
Everything is a note. Anyway. Okay. That was many notes. Anyway.
Well, thanks for being on my show.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. We've got quite a mess going here.
It's messy.
That's my eraser, but and I'm sorry if I kind of hog this.
No, this is fun. I had a great time.
That's work for you though.
Well, yeah, that's helpful. It's fun. I enjoy sharing. It's nice to not be alone and just singing to my kitchen appliances by myself.
Well, they're kind of responsive. It's a smart refrigerator, doesn't it? Talk back to
it sings a song if you leave the door open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but thank you for being here. If you're in Heber, I'm playing at the Heber Valley Brewing Company tomorrow at 7.
Tomorrow.
So wash your hands and wear your face mask and come out and have a beer. Yeah. What do you have going on? Do you have any tax reminders for anybody?
Yes. There are things related to the. You can take $100,000 out of your 401k and or IRA, and either spend 3 years to pay it back or amortize the withdrawal over the next 3 years. So there you go. That's a tax saving tip.
There you go.
More on that. Well, don't call me.
Edutainment all day long.
There you have it.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here for another happy hour, and we're gonna, I don't know, maybe make another mind eraser afterwards.
Yeah, we'll spare you that. So.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Go Cookie.
Go Bills.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
All right.